Hi guys, how are you?
I'm Kaki.
And I'm Karimi.
And welcome to our podcast.
And the construction. I really always want to do like the hammering noise.
So, today, before we start on our topic, we thought that maybe we should introduce ourselves for the new, because we are getting like a bunch of,
I like it.
It means we are relatable.
Yeah.
And we figured we never even explained why we are doing Under Construction, our podcast, and why we are on YouTube.
Yeah.
And maybe, babe, do you want to say a bit about why we are here?
Certainly. Like, so, Kaki had an experience and tripled on all of us in the sense that she was like, you guys, I am done with these behaviors of being in the streets. I am completely, going to start my healing journey. And she literally started preaching to us and telling us and really just, being that friend who gives you the guidelines of, this is the kind of life I want to be and the kind of human being I want to be.
Although we were like all tired of the cycles and the patterns, I don't think I preached, because as soon as I said I want different, like we all were like, guys.
But I felt like you became Moses in that particular
prophet.
No, like leader, babe.
A fucking leader.
In the sense that, there was guidelines of, you had already started like reading context and books towards healing, and you were putting in the work. You were literally doing the work. Well, some of us were still I was still tethered to that street life, and it's hard to be a street person or like to be out there when your friends are seeking change. So it's either you're with them or almost against them,
or like different.
I'm
just glad. Well, then we started like talking about our healing journey and our experiences, how we've been in the past versus how we want to break the cycles, the patterns and everything. And then we're like, why not document it?
And here we are,
and now here we are,
capturing stories from like our 20s, ever since we've been friends for more than a decade. Kaki and I have a difference in my time is like we've been friends for like 20 years.
Things will be friends forever. Like 20 years. But it's been about a decade. You've been saying a decade for the last 3 years.
I have.
So now I think is when it's a decade.
No, it's like 13 years.
Okay.
We've been friends for long. And in that we have collective experiences.
We have collected a lot of experiences. We have seen each other go through the ringer, like we've seen each other when we are going through the ringer, and just through our whole phases.
Encouraged each other with the worst advice.
Basically our trashy. We've seen each other going through our trashy times, and now we are like different. We want to do things different. We're not different yet, but we're getting there.
Hence the under construction. Or do you feel like we are constructed?
I think we are constructing.
We are definitely constructing.
Sure.
So join us on this journey. For those of us who have viewed us
before, like our other 3 episodes. Karibu tena.
Karibu, and to the new guys, subscribe.
And like, comment.
We're ready for it. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to Where in the World is Mayor for sponsoring our location today.
Super cute.
Super cute. If you were looking for like luxe Airbnbs, good on the budget, he's the guy to check him out. Check him out on his Instagram. We're gonna plug him and we're going to put it on our social media pages.
And on the description box. Alright.
So
what are we talking about today, babe?
Girl, so last week we were talking about like boundaries, and I felt like it was such a broad topic.
It is. And we did like almost an hour, and still
there was so much to talk.
But boundaries will come everywhere, right? Okay,
That was my realization. In fact, it's you who said it, in our production guy, that was like, that it's such a huge topic that in everything that we discuss in constructing, that boundaries is one of the things that we're going to be constructing.
Exactly. Even when we go for therapy, like it's something you cover over many sessions. It's something we'll cover all our lives. Because boundaries will come in different aspects. So what made you think of this? Because this was your idea, this topic was your idea.
Oh, so today we are talking about shapes, sizes, and skin tones. And we've all been on different ends of the scale, either lighter or heavier. I don't know whether it's political correct to say.
Well, it's our podcast. Well, you've been darker than some people, lighter than other people, slimmer and bigger than people. Like, we've experienced different types of all this. So it's skin tones, weight, and what else? Shapes and I guess sizes. And, sizes. So I don't know. We all have our experiences with that. And then we've all been on different parts of all the spectrums, right? Yeah. So what has been your experience? Because
with weight, let's start with weight.
Weight is the most low hanging for me. Because I grew up as a fat kid.
Was chocolate your favorite? What was your weakness?
No, I just think it has to be genetic. Because my folks didn't allow us to have junk food.
Okay.
So maybe I just had an appetite or something. I didn't even, today when I was thinking about it, I was like, who first told you you're fat? Because if you're a kid, you don't realize, you're just going about your, your business. And then until someone or many people repeatedly tell you you're fat, you don't realize, it doesn't occur to you because you're just living and eating and playing.
Wow, were you called fat so?
So many times.
Fat so?
Actually, it's from school and at home. School, like lower primary school.
Who called you fat so?
Everyone calls you fat because you're like, everyone is, I don't know, it's so unfair that some kids are just naturally skinny and I was just chubby.
Yeah.
And then at home, the dad is a doctor, so he will, and I think he's vain he's highly critical, and he brought up that you're fat, overweight. In fact, I remember I'd run up our stairs and he'd say, hey, you're really panting. You exercise.
What do you mean, do you exercise? We grew up in a culture where PE was mandatory.
My sis, one who follows me, was so skinny, like naturally thin, and we'd eat the same. In fact, I remember one holiday she ate and ate and ate just because she wanted to become slightly fatter, and I was stuck in a big body that I didn't know how to get out of.
But okay, so if you look at some of your photos though, were you really that big?
That's the thing.
Were you really that
I don't
big?
think so.
No.
I think I was just a cute chubby. I don't think I was fat.
Yeah, you were just a kid,
Especially now when I look around and I'm like, now that's fat.
Also, because sometimes in shapes, there is also height involved.
Yeah.
So is it because you are shorter than your sister behind you? So sometimes the shorter people sometimes can be horizontally advantaged.
We're not even that far. Okay, how was your experience? Because then we can begin at childhood, then we do the journey of weight as we've gone.
Mine started at home with my siblings.
Yeah.
Actually, my folks were never the most present because they were always working. So I was kind of raised by my siblings.
Yeah.
So the brother that I followed, I'm the last child. The brother that I followed,
she's the last by far.
Yeah. And he was really sporty. He played hockey. He was that guy. He was Mr. Universe.
Yeah.
Babes loved him. He was good looking. He had charisma, and he also dated really good looking babes by societal standards, which was slim. Then my sisters were extremely skinny. So for me, I wasn't chubby, but I was chubbier, or I had more weight on me.
I saw your pictures. You were not even chubby, babe. You are maybe chubbier.
Yeah.
Plus they were older.
Yes. And for you guys who know my cousins were also on the skinny end, right?
I had this bestie cousin who's your age mate. Yeah, she was on the smaller side.
Oh, much small.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk about her situation also in terms of weight when we talk about the skinnier side. But for me, my brother would just, be like, fat so. You're just gonna eat some more. Fatty. That became my name. Kenono. Kenono is
fatty.
Yeah, in our language. And then, they'd be like,
rough.
We've left for you 4 extra slices of bread.
Yes.
It was so rough. And so I grew up, and then I always had titties even when I was smaller.
smaller baby.
Yeah, smaller and younger.
Yeah.
Always had today's.
Yeah.
And they'd always be like, don't wear that. That's not flattering to you. Like spaghetti tops. I used to be told, don't wear. You're not skinny. It's not
Why
flattering.
did they do that?
That has happened to you also.
My mom would tell me, no, a girl with your fat legs can't wear a skirt. Can't wear that kind of skirt because it looks indecent because you're fat and your legs are fat.
On this podcast, you all know that I love Kaki's mom. Like, she's my mom. Like, I love her to bits. I love Lucy. Oh, sorry, bleep that. Please bleep that. But I've gone shopping with you guys and your mom.
Yeah.
And she's literally used that. And I was like,
even for my sis, my small sis.
Yeah.
In fact, the day you came, it was my small sis.
yeah.
She was going through a chubby phase. My mom is just hardcore. I think our folks were raised like with such words. I don't think for them sensitivities with words was a thing.
No.
Because they had so many other struggles and things. They're dealing with poverty and so many things that
Yeah.
they can't afford to be so sensitive.
No, you can't. Like, you're crying. You have emotion.
In fact, when I bring up some things to my mom, she can't believe that I have the audacity
To bring it up.
Yeah.
Shame on
And
you.
she raised me.
Yeah. She's not who cooked for you.
Yeah, and I was paid for fees, we never lacked. She's like, how ungrateful.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yes, even like fat girls don't wear that. Or the worst thing is they point out specific, like how your siblings would point out like your boobs
Yeah.
and say with your bar size, it looks odd, like funny.
Yeah, but okay, legs, I had it from your side of the family for the first
You know, like
time.
they're supposed to be beautiful. Now you're really paranoid about, like, it makes you insecure about things you didn't even need to be insecure about.
Because did that change like what you wore? Did you enjoy wearing short dresses?
Yeah, but you've always known me to be wearing short.
Yeah.
It made me rebellious, but then I was always like short stuff.
Yeah, because I didn't see you had, but for me it took me years to wear like a spaghetti top.
Oh, so for you it affected you.
For me it affected you, and for me like there's I'm looking for the word. I'm pausing because I'm looking for the word.
Mhm.
I think I applaud you for that rebellion, because in a way it was a way of you standing up for yourself.
Yeah, but babe, my weight issues are so bad. At least imagine if I caught that on top of everything else.
So on that I have seen it manifest. And is it something you want to share with our listeners?
To date, I still cannot imagine looking at like standing on a weighing scale. Even when after I've lost weight eventually, eventually in my 30s I finally lost. You know, the crazy thing is when you're raised to be a fat girl, or you're known, or when they put an identity on you as a fat kid, doesn't matter whether you're fat or you lose weight or you're not even fat. It doesn't matter what size you are. You're in your head, you're fat.
Yeah.
So you have that dysmorphia, body dysmorphia.
You do have body dysmorphia.
Yeah, so it doesn't. I can't tell you when I've not been fat and when I've been fat, because in my head, when you're raised to know that you're a big kid, you just it's the same.
I'm gonna share this, and I hope you know that like I'm saying it from a good place.
Yeah.
I've witnessed like when sometimes you eat junk, you end up feeling so guilty about indulging.
It creates, yes. I was gonna ask us, like, what has weight done to our relationship with food? Like, how has it affected our relationship with food? Because that's a whole thing, right? Yeah. How do we handle food? Like, sometimes I'll find like I binge and then I shame myself for binging, especially on sweet treats because I'm a sweet tooth. Then you shame yourself, and then you applaud yourself for going long hours without eating. Which creates like a really bad relationship with food.
It does.
Yeah. What has it done for you?
So like, there's a point in my life I was really fit, like by also societal standards and health standards. And right now, even like when I left the gym area, and like people that were my friends in the gym community, like I literally added 3 kgs and everyone was like, oh my god, you're so fat. Oh my god, like she's so like, and I only added 3 kgs. I went like from 58 kgs to 61 kgs or 62. And I remember like when I'm stressed and I can gobble. You see me just eat like a whole large pizza by myself,
Yeah.
and I'm like, but I'm already fat. Like it's not gonna change anything.
That's the thing. I've also felt that. Like, so just eat. Yeah, you're already big.
Yeah, and then I'll do the same thing. Like during the pandemic, I ate KFC every single day.
Yeah, you really wow.
I can't eat. No offense to the product. It's really nice, but
it's not. It's fried anyway.
Yeah.
Fried bleep.
Yeah, but it's not the best when you're overdoing it. I feel like it should be a treat.
I think with everything it's balanced, but we don't know how to balance because we were raised with so much shame around our eating habits and around our weight and our bodies. So we have so much shame around that. We just have such an unhealthy relationship with food, and it's so crazy and so hard to work backwards.
You've just hit like like we have such bad relationships with food, given our history with being insulted by other people for being either fat kids.
Yeah, people like looking at your plate and saying no wonder you're so. I can't. Only until 2021 did I lose weight to where I finally wanted to lose weight to, but it shouldn't matter, our identity should not be plugged on how we look physically in that extreme way. And with weight, I can't even look at a weighing, I can't stand on a weighing scale without feeling anxious. It shouldn't be that bad.
It should not.
Yeah.
It should not. Oh man. And then on the reverse of weight. So like when I was skinnier, like people especially black men would never hit on me.
Oh, that's such a good topic. Oh, that part.
They would never.
Yeah, it's true. I hit on way less when I lost weight. And before, when I was not even happy with my body at all, I just felt yucky. Dudes are on you, especially Africans.
Yeah, I remember we'd enter a place with Kaki, and she had that curvaceous. She's still very curvy, but she had
bum.
Yeah, bum, and she was good thick. What is that? What is good thick? Like sexy thick. Let me tell you, from the entrance to sitting down, everyone would just be like, "Can I buy you a drink?"
Yeah.
We'd even go sometimes to the club without money. And for me as a skinnier person, I would not get hit on. But I'd get hit on
you still get hit on?
But not by Caucasians, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a whole thing. That's true.
It is.
Then when I lost weight, more white people started noticing me.
Girl,
Which about because I like black men.
Yeah. And for me on the reverse, when I'm added, I'm more thicker.
Yeah.
I'll go to the malls these days and Jamas are
stare.
And I'm like, is it because I'm comfortable in wearing tank tops and crop tops with my thickness? But it never used to happen on this kind of scale.
Yeah. Well, at least they're being hit on part. But what matters is our confidence more than anything else.
I agree.
Yeah, and it sucks that our weight has always been such a shame factor. All our lives, all our lives.
And it's just not being conditioned by our, nuclear or immediate relationships. It's society as a whole.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's our friendship. Because in school is where people would call, other than your siblings who are hella rough.
Yeah.
And it's not just your siblings. I used to have a really good friend, and her siblings would call her. She was such a nice body. She had such a nice body, a tiny waist, a big bum, she was so cute. Yeah. And her siblings would call her the fat one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're so fat. Because her siblings were really, really tiny. Really, really tiny.
It's
so unfair.
It's, oh my god, it's these tags that we have. When people are comparing, did you and your sister ever get this? Where when people don't know your name,
yeah, they're the fat one, babe, or the black one. Yeah, babe, or the fat and the black one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they call me.
But
my auntie would even say, my hacky black beauty.
Let's have a moment of pause because I'm laughing at I've learned how to laugh at my trauma. Kaki really expresses it. I'm surprised she hasn't said fuck. But yeah, how comes you have these tags? Like eating like a pig.
Yeah. But you're eating, and you know that was my dad's favorite thing. Yeah, so it's home, it's cool, it's our society, basically it's cool. Our aunties, aunties and uncles are fucking toxic.
African aunties are the reasons why we are not in therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that we can't, even up to now, like, every time like I go to family events, I have to be conscious about what I'm wearing with my weight.
Yeah.
Is it too short?
Yeah, it's with weight, right?
Yeah, it's with weight completely.
It's true. It's associated always. Is it too short?
Yeah.
Are your boobs showing?
Are your legs showing?
Are your legs showing? Annoying.
Yeah. I wonder how it was. Okay, yeah, so like for my skinnier cousins, I remember they really used to be bullied.
Yeah.
And it used to be like the wind will blow you.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You can easily be kidnapped.
I didn't know skinny people went through that until I became. I guess you knew because of your cousin.
Yeah.
And your cousins, but I didn't know until we had that friend of ours who was really tiny.
And
then I realized that the same sensitivities we have with weight, being on the bigger side, she had for being on the smaller side.
Right?
Oh my God, I always wanted a thigh gap. Should bitch about, should say that her phone will fall like between her thighs.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's all I want.
So how do we heal? Because the whole point of, and I really do like this conversation right here, because it's part of the construction of us.
Yeah, it is. That's a big part.
Yeah.
Because our confidence is tied to it, our love for ourselves, our self-love. I guess we just have to remind ourselves that, I don't know, babe, that every day, however we look, although it does help, I see it helps when I take care of myself.
Yeah.
So it's not really stressed. I'm like, I don't have a weighing scale for obvious reasons, but I also like will be it. When I eat better and I work out, I feel better.
You know, don't even walk on eggshells on that, because also society has made us walk on eggshells. I feel like we need to be like healthy, because I know people who are extremely like big in shape and size.
There's a fat TikTok.
Sorry?
Yeah. So like people who are like really like on the bigger side, really on the bigger side, like 20 and above, like size 20 and above, they have like where they're like confident in their really.
Okay, I like that, but I also feel like there has to be, unless it's illness, I'm beginning
conflicted.
Even I'm very conflicted
Because of the health part.
Because of the health part, because I have seen, like right now I'm going through lifestyle issues within my family. So strokes are more likely to, or diabetes is more likely to.
It's lifestyle diseases.
Yeah, and I mean, no, we're a doctor, so don't come for me. Yeah, types of cancers, you know, they all come with. And also, like, it's like now that I have a family member who's undergoing like a serious stroke.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they would have healed faster if they had a physical lifestyle.
If they were fitter.
If they were fitter.
Remember that guy we met who was in a really like a crazy accident that would have ruined, like, babe, I think he would be paralyzed.
Yeah.
But because of his physical fitness, he was able to like make, like, he was paralyzed for a while. Remember they even had to do skin grafts, and his bones were broken, they had to put metal in so many parts, his pelvic bone was crushed.
Yeah.
But because of his fitness, he was able to, physical fitness, he made a full, 100% full, he didn't even look like he was ever in an accident.
Yeah, I agree.
So it does that part, but I don't know how it can be healthy. You can be healthy inside, like, you're eating healthy, but it just, how do you stay healthy with your relationship with food and your body?
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's such a sensitive.
And you're not healthy.
I agree with you totally. But we have to bring ourselves or myself to a meeting where, like, for me, I struggled doing a few activities I could do very easily three years ago.
Yeah.
And now I'm realizing the importance of, you know, taking care of myself. And that.
But we've lost weight.
Yes, cheers.
We've lost so much weight.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Cheers.
But okay, cheers to you guys
Cheers,
too.
production.
Yeah. But yeah, it's such a conflict, because you can't say society has made people not to be vocal about what they are
But
truly
it's good,
feeling.
so you stop fat shaming.
But yeah,
Because we've been fat shamed, even skinny shamed. But hey, fat shaming is really fucked up. I've grown up being fat shamed.
girl, so let me tell you how fat shaming is in the streets of Nairobi.
Yeah.
So I was hanging out with somebody who I'm very glad is no longer my friend, and we went to lunch just here in Kilimani.
Yeah.
And I remember another friend, because you were there because his girlfriend said it on the table.
What did she say?
She was like, oh, I'm not insecure about you, Karimi. This guy doesn't like fat babes.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah, babe, that's fat shaming and that's fucked up.
And then she later on said, even he feels embarrassed walking around with you because he thinks you're extremely fat.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm like a size 16. Yeah, so I'm not like, yes, I am on the other end, but I'm surprised it didn't hurt me, because for me this
How did it not hurt you?
I felt like they were projecting
Definitely.
something on their end.
That's, babe, everyone who fat shames is projecting.
I agree.
Everyone, without like there are no exceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when everyone who does skinny shaming.
Even the skin. So on the skinny side, so after many years of being a chubby little girl and a chubby 20-something and a chubby 30-something, and I just accepted myself in my chubby state and I was fine, I finally went through a horrific breakup that catapulted me into this, that was the one beautiful, okay, there were many beautiful ways that the breakup served me in.
Yeah.
But one of the great ways was how quickly the weight fell off. And I remember I lost so much weight. And then I thought, this is, oh yes. Until you go and meet the same people who would fat shame you, and they're asking you whether you're sick because you've lost so much weight, like, and they're looking at you like with this horrified expression on their faces because you apparently you look disgusting in your newfound lovely slim body that you love. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, like,
because what if I want to lose some more?
Yeah.
Because it's my body, you know, regardless, babe, even with the whole health thing, I think it's your body.
It is.
And it's your choice. So live your life.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but it felt equally as shitty.
Yeah.
Which is what I was surprised by, because
It
I've never
is.
been on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's crazy.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
ways it's projection.
It is. It always is projection.
Yeah.
But I feel like society keeps changing its
that babe was
cadence of, yeah, she was.
Ooh.
But we keep changing what's in.
Yeah.
Like,
So are we gonna follow the trends like with like blind people?
how? Like, I remember when it was in to do like boob jobs. Yeah.
Is it
people
not
are-
still?
No, like there's this Brazilian BBL that is really in, and like lipo.
Fuck. Remember when they used to say people with big bums and thighs were fat, and now it's thick.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So now it's coined thick.
Yeah, it's
But
thick
before
and it's
it was
hot.
fat.
Yeah, and everyone is doing squats and all that.
Yeah.
Or actually just
The legs
injecting.
don't really.
No.
Squats don't really make your bum big.
No, it's also
Maybe
genetics play with it. But then again, we're not the experts here.
I don't. Babe. I don't.
No, just a healthy lifestyle, but also you do
And
you.
accept your body. But yes, right? So before, we are going to be blown by the wind where, yeah, if you're big, because I have no issue people doing BBLs and everything.
Yeah.
But then we just, for me, I'd like not to be blown around.
Isn't it risky though?
But I think about it, if you have a child, if you get pregnant and you don't like how your body looks and you're trying and it's not complying,
Yeah.
I would definitely 100% consider surgery.
You have to, I mean, I would consider lipo and probably,
Like a boob job of
A boob
sorts,
job.
like, yeah, I would at least lift.
yeah, but I don't know whether I would consider like Brazilian.
Or the boob
Body?
thing.
Yeah, it's not for me. Like I've always had not the biggest ass, but I've never had like a small,
a flat bum. And also we don't even have that pressure for bums.
No,
It's never been a thing. But yeah, I'm for pro, do what you want.
Hey,
Just don't shame people.
And speaking of what is it called? Adding, additions, and deducting.
Yeah.
What's your take on this light skin versus dark skin conversation?
Okay, do we have to have a take?
Let's
Sensitive.
Let's talk about it, girl, because
Okay.
it came up in conversation between you and I the other day when we were, flashbacking back in the day.
Yeah, our clubbing days, and I was surprised to hear you say that you felt how it felt. Like, okay, explain to me what you felt.
So, like, it's not that our shades are extremely different,
Yeah.
but I've also always had like lighter skin friends.
Yeah, extremely. In fact, I feel like one of the darkest.
Yeah, you are closer to me in shade, but I've always had like extremely light skinned friends. And I remember this one in particular. We'd gone to the club with a girlfriend of mine. May she rest, her soul in peace. But
She's dead.
yeah, she died. And we're really good friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And this guy literally came and asked us. Funny enough, this guy is also now a very good friend to me and didn't even become good friends with her per se. But it's like, who gets hit on more between the two of you? And he said, don't even answer that. I know she gets hit on more because she's lighter skin. And even like these statements like rangi ya tao.
Yeah.
And when you look at like America or like even not even here, just locally.
When you asked why you're acting light skin.
Mbona uko na maringo kama light skin, or like why are you acting like sweet like light skin?
Yeah.
Like I've always felt not insecure, I guess. Yeah, I felt a way that I don't have the word for it because I'm always like, I think I'm loyal to my friends. I think I'm always a big cheerleader to my friendship, and I'm not jealous.
Yeah, but even if a guy you had looks at like the friend you're with, you will be like, yes, girl.
Yeah,
I'm getting. You're such a cheerleader.
Yeah, kabisa.
Yeah.
But I've always felt that men will gravitate towards. Like, it's just human beings at first. Like, there's even more trust.
Even our own eyes,
even
right?
our own eyes.
When two people walk in and there's like, it's like the lighter skin is what pulls us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, before you sit down and you get to know the person. But it's usually especially if, I don't know, is it like a type that people have when it comes to like men and stuff?
I'm guilty also as a female because I remember in my high school days, I was so addicted to pointies. Like pointies for me were like
mixed race.
Mixed race, the people, and even to a point where I would never even date like Kenyan.
Remember they were like the cool in our high school days, were like the cool kids, right?
Wow,
and especially you who went to a British system school.
Yeah,
like you had so many. Us we never. We only saw them and went for like funkies.
Yeah, but now is when I'm noticing tall, dark, and handsome. I never noticed tall, dark, and handsome. I always like.
Me too. I've only dated lighter skinned men. It's a type though. It's just a type.
It is, but now we're more like, even in media, because we're not even portrayed like even when
what about Kinate gigs?
This is for me, I did
sexy men.
They're so cute. They're so sexy. Moist chestnut especially.
But for men, the thing with the light skin, dark skin thing, it doesn't hit men the way it hits mamas.
No.
Yeah, it does not. It does not. It does not. It has never. It has never. The preference of light skinned women or people over dark skinned women has never been as heavy on men as it is on women.
Ooh,
ever.
Never has been heavy. I agree. Never. But like I felt. Have you never because you
That's
also
why you have tall, dark, and handsome. That's why that has always been. Yeah, but there's never been
not tall or like thick.
Thick, dark, and beautiful.
No, it's like ule blacky, ule no, the fat black. Oh wow.
It's always man.
Especially like with black women. Yeah. It's like blackened.
It's like a weapon that is used against us, black women.
Yeah.
They don't even care about white women because we are not it.
No.
Yeah. And even the African one, even with jobs, babe, there's some jobs that You get if you're lighter skinned.
Modeling, TV.
Yeah,
it's taken a very. I think it's now. Right.
But still, at least there's concerted effort.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, where you see darker skinned women, like there's no representation.
But it's 1 out of 5, whereas 4 out of 5 are still.
1 out of 5. So that's so much that we bring it up. You know, like it should be normalized, where it's not a thing.
And so this is where I guess the hypocrisy maybe is the word that comes in, where because for me I'm not a fan of skin bleaching. I'm not. In fact, I'm low-key judgy on people who skin bleach.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not.
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
I advocate for.
Yeah, I'll definitely,
because it purports that that notion of light is better, or lighter skin is better.
Yeah,
that's why I'm not a fan.
Me too. And whereas I can support some different types of like body surgeries, which is also an enhancement.
Yeah, but it's different. It feels different.
It does, and I can explain it, but I also am sensitive to the fact that this is going to be viewed by a lot of people, and I can view it.
But the opinions here are our own.
They are. We're not sponsored by anybody, but I am not like. There's no need to skin lighten yourself. Like, people are just as beautiful as you're born.
Yeah, and that's when I get kids. If I get kids, that's a thing that I'll really like try and just like force down, you know.
Yeah, but are we hypocrites for choosing one alteration and
it's our preference, babe?
Yeah. But do you like right now? It's funny because there's something we said earlier in episode 2 where
because colorism is a huge thing. So okay, so fine. So babe, when you bleach your skin, then you're going along with the notion, the whole colorism thing, right? But when you alter your body, what are you going along with? Because it's not like they alter their bodies to be skinnier. Yeah, you know. It's like, for example, when you do lipo, you have a problematic area that's hard to get rid of. You're solving their problem. Yeah. Or when you do the lap band or whatever. Me, it's different, truly, for me.
Yes and no, but I've also seen, like, I feel like you need to change up here. Because I've seen people do, lipo and all that. And then, because I'm watching your social media too, like, you could just still the same habits that, you know, that you're doing. Like, and this is on a global scale.
Okay, but does that mean we're hypocritic?
I feel we're just opinionated. It's fine. But like, I feel bad that I felt some type of way about people never giving me attention. Because of my.
You can't help but feel bad.
Yeah, you can, and then I think
because you're just being discriminated. Yeah,
but then it also made me do, like, right now I'm not bothered, but in my late teens and my early 20s, it made me do the most. Like, for attention. Like, for I swear my lighter skinned friends never did.
That's why it's called you're acting light skin. Like, chill.
Light skin babes.
That's Maringo.
But I would be, oh my god, the former me, what shade has done to me is for guys to like me or notice me, I think I would dance harder in the club. I would be more sexual. I would make up and overcompensate for not being noticed because of my skin color. Whereas, did I really need to do that?
No.
That's
why we are healing.
That's why we're healing. That's why we're constructing.
Because you know what? Like, for people, the right people, babe, you don't need to do anything. You just need to be yourself. Because you're so awesome. You've always been our, like, big personality person.
Big energy.
And your skin is really nice. And amongst us, you've always been the one who has had the most consistent, like, skin. Like, non-problematic, consistent.
Oh, get your bestie that don't compliment you. But it's true. It's true. And it's funny how I say I felt that, yet on the other hand, because I also used to only date like non-Kenyans, How?
Caucasian men.
Yes, Caucasian men. Okay, I guess
The white.
is white wrong?
Of course not. There is black
okay.
wrong.
I don't know, like things are changing. Like, things are, man, like today I want to use yesterday cannot be used tomorrow. Like, so I need to check.
We're becoming such a sensitive generation.
We are.
I think we are way too sensitive though.
Oh, we are.
But white is right.
Yeah, okay, so I used to only date like white people, and they would only date like dark skin, like darker than me, like
Yeah.
black, very dark.
Yeah. That's true.
So I was always insecure more about
Now the
that.
dark skinned women.
Yeah, but then when I was with my girlfriends, I never got like the attention from.
Oh, that's not true, babe.
Like,
so many times you are hit.
But I never felt it out because I was so insecure.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I would always in fact push it because I was conditioned to like even like guys that let's say Kaki never even wanted to talk.
You're pushing them to me and they're liking. That's the thing with having that filter where you think a certain way. You would push men to me who they like you, like they're coming to you.
Yeah.
To say they like you.
And I'm like, oh my god, have you met my friend?
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's so cute. Oh, you want her number? Okay.
Yes, babe.
You want my number? And then I'd give Kaki's number.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah. I was so insecure. Like Q Sauti Soul's Insecure song. Like that song by the way.
Yeah,
Sauti Soul
that
all
song
deep.
is deep.
Yeah, it is. It has meaning. Because this also just stems into our insecurities.
It does, yeah, and our low self-worth.
Yeah.
And all this, babe, is just narratives that we've allowed to like solidify inside us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see so many confident, secure, bigger, darker skin, like it doesn't matter, you know. But
Yeah.
I think confidence, like I think we just need to get to that place completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're doing well.
We are.
We're making steps.
So quick fire sesh or like just quick
Like rapid fire.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one I was looking for. Have you? Let's try. We've not tried it in our other episodes.
Yeah.
So.
We have. Remember you did the
Oh, we've done. Yeah, put a finger down. Okay, we have. So rapid fire. Have you been like discriminated on against because of your weight?
many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all the way from church. Do you want a specific example?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I remember in one of, when we do a breakup episode, I'll talk about this breakup, but one of my exes compared me to his baby mama and said, because look at how slim she is. She's slimmer than me and she's had 2 kids. Like as a way of shaming me, and he knew it worked. It fucking worked. It was really painful.
So what did you do after that? Do you recall?
Yeah, I went on a diet. I started going to the gym.
That's why you started going to the gym.
Actually, I think it's what triggered my gym thing. And he'd keep mentioning it, by the way. Because his baby mama she was a slimmer bodied girl. And then, remember when I met him, I wasn't even a big girl. I gained a lot of weight with him because I was fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Guy, I would really stress eat. Yani, also miserable. And yeah. And you, have you been?
Oh yeah, mad. Like, I've had incidences where like, this is at a younger age when there was a modeling agency that I will tell you about.
Yeah.
It was a famous modeling agency, and I took a lot of us went to this modeling agency in Tao.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of us. No, we all wanted to be models.
What did you model for? Like,
No, I wanted, you know,
stuff,
I wanted them to be your agent. So you take a photo, then you go and you pay them like 2,000 bob. And they said, no, you're too fat for our. And I was like, so I'm being discriminated, and it didn't even hit me, but I didn't feel bad about it, I think, because I'd already had this. I'd been conditioned that I was fat, yet I wasn't that fat. Yeah. Also like breakups too, like our romantic relationships. I've dated people who have left me or cheated on me with
slimmer people.
Yeah.
But do we even know if the reason they're cheating on us is because we really make cheating about us, and it has nothing to do with us? right?
She's dropping gems.
He cheated on me. That same guy,
Yeah.
he cheated on me with his slimmer baby mama.
Yeah.
So, but then if I was to make that about me, then because there's no way of knowing why they had sex with that other person or where they went, because there's so many reasons for cheating. But what we know is it's not us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when we're already insecure about it, everything becomes around, like works around it.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Okay.
Okay, then something else. Have you ever felt advantaged because of your skin color?
No.
Yeah?
No, babe. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. No, I've never even thought I was light for so long because my color gradually lightened when I got older. Have you seen my younger pics?
Yeah.
I wasn't light at all. I don't know what, it was a gradual increase.
It was.
Around end of high school and uni.
Yeah.
So I've never, I don't know, maybe if I have, then it's passed by me. It's passed over me. Do you feel like I have ever?
No, not that I can remember. Yeah.
But I have ever been in a situation, I've ever, like recently, earlier this year I was hanging out with my friend, she's from Ethiopia.
Okay.
She's Ethiopian, but Kenyan,
Yeah.
but Ethiopian. And we walked around Sonograno and all the men were looking at her.
Oh, you talked to me about it.
Yeah.
So yes, you have. Okay, I
And I
remember.
wasn't sure if it's because she's very light.
She
but she also has
is.
like nice hair. You know, like how Ethiopians have just such women, such lovely
They have their features are very
Wow, like attractive.
profoundly attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I felt maybe it was a skin color, but I wasn't so sure.
In a way, it is. That plays to it, right?
Yeah, because you stand out more, right?
So yeah, so you have felt.
Yeah, the other one, yes.
Yeah.
Where I feel darker.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay, have you? Oh, yes, you've told us
Yeah.
that you felt. Even if it wasn't so, you have really translated a lot of things.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, and sometimes it is.
So how do we now work on? How do we change that? Because conditioning is we've been conditioned from a very young age,
Yeah.
and it's something that. I feel like maybe we're just being sensitive and joining the rest of the world with sensitivity, but we're always telling even small babies, "You're so chubby.
Yeah.
You're so cute. Look at your cheeks.
Look at your cheeks."
Yeah.
Babe, you have to say about what you have to give your brother's story. The one for your niece and your nephew. Was it your niece? Yeah, it's your niece. Please,
So,
before we finish.
I'm gonna give it.
Oh my God, that was
story
so
time.
easy.
Story time. So I'd gone to hang out with my sibling, and he has such beautiful, smart, kind kids. And for me, my love language is food. Like if you come to my house, I will feed you, and I'll always be scooping more even when you're done. So I'll always have excess food. So I got to visit them, and I was cooking every day and hanging out with them. And I think we go to buy some more stuff, and I'm also giving my niece who's on the chubbier. Okay. Who is? Yeah, okay, she is chubby. She is chubby. And my brother says, I don't want her to be chubby. She has your genes. So I want her to grow up in a more fitter lifestyle.
Guys.
So he's saying this to me in my 30s. So he's almost scratching a wound that I didn't even realize was there.
I was still there.
Yeah, and then my niece is also who is not aware yet, because these are things she's hearing and she's gonna register and think about it
Of
later.
course, that's how we formed our own insecurity.
Yeah, and so she's now also, she might not see herself as,
But she's starting to realize because her brother is saying she's chubby and she has your genes.
yeah, and now she's also looking at me like something she didn't even realize that her auntie is chubby.
Yeah.
She's looking at me like,
Man,
now you're okay. And so, because also my thing about chubbiness, it's always attached to ugliness. Yeah.
oh yeah.
So
After you're a kid, after you pass the kid stage, now you stop being cute.
yeah, stop being cute.
Yeah, cute and chubby.
Yeah, it's always you're either eating like a pig, So, and I know we had said that. So, like, already a pig society, or like even theoretically, is not a
greedy, ugly, dirty thing.
yeah. So, how can I forget? Thank God I remembered. I've also had friends, that toxic friend that we just drove past his house, say that, like,
oh yes,
yes.
How could we not give that?
Yeah, that was his girlfriend we were talking about.
Yes, yeah.
And he said like fat. I remember him saying this, and this is where sometimes we also remove people out of it. He said that fat girls have a stinkier pussy. And then yeah, and then he turned it around to say, but I don't think you. I'm not saying you. So I'm like, how do you know? Like, we've never even kissed. So, like, how do you know that? Like,
it's not mad projection, and it's fucked up.
But that is how men be thinking, because he's a.
But not all guys. The guys all love like big girls.
Yeah, but then this is something that I've also
He's
seen on social.
and his group.
Yeah.
They're super like with the like they're super obsessed with a very like specific aesthetic.
Yeah, but now my issue with that is how it attaches to so many other aspects, or like thick girls are not as smart, or yeah. I remember even like my dad, and I'll give this like my family, or like my dad saying, hey, you eat so much instead of reading.
Very awful.
Yeah, or like if you read as much as you ate, you know. Or like also like food was a reward.
Yeah, food has always been used as a reward.
Yeah, so if you perform well, then you're gonna get pizza. If you finish your assignment, you're gonna have burgers for like.
Yeah.
So if I don't perform well, I'm not gonna.
It's linked to something. That's why we use food to reward ourselves.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God, I've never. It's just hit me right now.
Like I deserve it.
Yeah. That's why we always out for dinner.
Yeah, we deserve it.
We even celebrate like milestones with food.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh my God, moment of silence for us realizing that where our fat wounds lay.
Yeah, so many wounds, but we are healing. We're working on it. That's a tough one. I don't even know. We'll just go layer by layer.
Am I a healing fatty?
Okay, I think now we can end this episode.
Thank you so much
again for listening,
and thank you Where in the World is Mare for sponsoring your location.
So amazing.
Yeah,
such a lovely, awesome location. We're going to tag all the details down.
We will.
What else? Thank you to our new subscribers and our new viewers. We see you all. Please subscribe, please like, show us some love. We're a little baby YouTube channel.
Yeah, and I hope you guys could relate to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think about it.
Alright.
Bye. Bye. Ciao.